Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. And on this episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show, waiting for a special guest to tap in. We got a new special edition. This is a new special edition to the Fresh Bar Sports Show. This is gonna be something unique and different to the show. It's gonna be Mondays with Q. Get into the video. Just wait for the connection to tap in. Appreciate everybody tapping in. Hold on, waiting for this video connection. There you go. Should be on there. There you go.
Yep.
What's going on, man? Appreciate you joining the show. Hey, getting the audience, welcome to the show. This is going to be a very special edition to the Fresh Bar Sports Show. This is going to be, we're going to call this thing right here Mondays with Q on the Fresh Bar Sports Show edition. We just going to chop it up with my guy Q family over here, man. I appreciate him doing this and coming on board of the Fresh Bar Sports Show to be a recurring co-host to the Mondays with Q. And we're just going to be chopping up about, obviously, football, basketball, and whatever trending topics is going on throughout the course of the week. Sounds good?
Yo, what's going on, man?
Yeah. You can hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you good.
Okay, just make sure everything's good with the volume and everything. Well, how everything's going on with you, man? Before we dive into all this, because we got plenty to talk about.
Everything good, man. Just been tuning into everything that's been going down, you know.
Yeah. I see you got your New York in the building. Yeah. You see him. Trust me, we gonna get to we
Go
gonna
ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
we gonna get to it. Yeah, we gonna get to it. But let's dive in. Got plenty of address. First and foremost, eventful weekend. Can we talk? Let's get back to take it back to Saturday. Might be going over the place for a little bit because I want to jump to college real quick. Got to get your thoughts on this. Coach Prime Time, Deion Sanders, everything that he got going on out there with the Colorado football team. Obviously, things is not going as planned. With their season as promising as a start. 19-26 loss to Oregon State on Saturday, given their record to be 4-5. Bad record on the season to be having possibility of a bowl game because you need to be 6 to be eligible, and there's only 3 games that they have left. But it's not looking real good for them to be even in the bowl game. What's your feelings on Colorado season, given how all the hype that it had coming into the offseason and into the season, and how great that it started off 3-0 season, and all the hoopla, and all rightfully so, and all this the attention that they got, and people supporting and what they doing. Obviously, me as well, and everything across the nation. And then obviously we gotta get back down to the business at hand. The results on the field is what it is for whatever the reasons are. They're 4-5 on the season. So how do you feel about their season? Take a consideration that they did go 1-11 last year, Colorado football team with that overgene.
I feel like they started off real good. I wasn't expecting to start off how they started, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Beating TCU was a good look for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think right
Yeah,
there
definitely.
when they beat TCU, a lot of people overhyped them. So you gotta remember this was a team, like you said, that started last year 1-11.
Mm-hmm.
That finished last year 1-11.
Yeah.
This year to actually win 4 games is pretty good for them. They got 80 new recruits in. That's
Mm-hmm.
chemistry you're gonna have to build up. That takes time.
Yeah.
The offensive line is not stout at all. They're gonna have to build right there in that offensive line spot. They got 3 more games: Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
Washington State, and then Utah. If they could pull off the Arizona and Washington State, they should be probably in bowl talks. That's Colorado. So you get 6 games, somebody gonna want that media look
Yeah.
on their bowl
Yeah.
game.
Exactly.
So if they could squeeze out to 6, they still got a chance. I don't see them beating Utah for the last game at
Oh,
all. But
you don't.
overall,
Okay. Even if they obviously 2-0, carrying the momentum to the last game, you're
yeah,
not seeing that.
I don't see them
Yeah.
beating Utah. Utah is a very good team.
Mm-hmm.
But they had a lot of injuries in the middle of the season.
Yeah. Then obviously their line situation, especially on the offensive line,
And then
is
Travis Hunter, he
yeah.
was out. He was out for four games. So that
Mm-hmm.
that that hurt them in that middle of that stretch right there, especially
Yeah,
going
that's
against
two players,
USC.
offense and
Yeah,
defense.
yeah. So They took a little hurting against Oregon, and then they could have won that USC game if they started off a little
Yeah, I know
better.
that. That's yeah. They dropped the ball on that one as well as Sanford. They dropped the
Yeah.
ball on the Sanford game
Yep.
and the
Yep.
Arizona State game. So we can continue to go on. There's a list full of games that they
Just
like
like
get slipped away.
just like last
Um,
game, they didn't start off strong. They finished off
mhm.
strong, just didn't start off
Yeah,
strong. So you see
yeah,
the outcome. So they gotta get a good start on these games to really kick things off.
yeah, yeah. Well, play complete games.
Yeah.
Either the first half or the second half. You know, they haven't played a complete full quarters football yet. No, I just wanted to get your feelings on that. We're gonna nip it, but in that I'm gonna take it before we get to the football NFL stuff. Take it back to my Lakers. Got to talk about my Lakers. Yeah, got to talk about my Lakers. Yeah, we ain't gonna have the show. We ain't gonna address what's going on with my Lakers. So we just gotta just talk about the Lakers real quick for a second. But I'm just gonna run through the couple games that took place from this weekend. From this weekend.
Hmm.
Saturday, 101-120 loss to the Magic. This was Saturday. I didn't like that. That gave us the 3-3 record on the season
Hmm.
right there. It's like we dropped the ball on that one. Now,
Especially
look at the stats.
after a big game y'all
It,
had against the Clippers to
yeah,
come back
yeah,
and lose
yeah.
to Orlando.
Exactly. After we won that game, but we wanted to continue to get wins in a row, not be mediocre at 500. Trying to go on a 5-6 game winning streak, things of that nature. Anthony Davis 28 points, 13 rebounds. I understand LeBron James 24 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. They control his minutes. I like also Reese had his best game of the season with 20 points, but the defense. We understand Jaren Vanderbilt is out there, one of the starters and stuff like that. The defense, come on, 120 like to the Magic, like I mean, it's unacceptable, and you were
Yeah.
not scoring on top of that. Barely took us forever to get to the one-on-one at towards the end of the game. So it's just you got to play defense, especially when we know we're offensively challenged. And I'm not saying that we can't score, but we can't be. We're not going to be consistently putting up the 120 on nobody. We're just not as Lakers. So we need to clean up the defense a little bit. And I still need to see more out of AD, his consistently. I mean consistently. But I think me personally, I'm already personally conceded into the fact I already know what it is with him. So I'm really not gonna be beating the dead horse too much because I just already got my mind made up because I seen enough. AD don't want it as far as it being the big man dominant center that we
He don't
need
want to
him
be.
to be in
He
order
don't
to
want to
win
be that.
championships.
Yeah, he don't want to be that big man dominant. He'd
Yeah,
rather play outside the paint, which is
yeah. I guess
pretty
he
sad.
wants to be a
But
small forward
yeah,
essentially. Come
yeah,
on, man.
but he's too he could be a dominant force if he really plays his mind to it. Um,
Exactly.
we know
And when your mind,
he's a scorer.
yeah, but when when your mind's made up, he been has his mind made up, but he don't want to do it. So he gonna do everything in his mind to make sure he don't thrive in that.
But it's been like that since New Orleans as well when he
Yeah,
was with the
yeah, yeah,
Pelicans.
yeah. That's
So
why I,
it's
I
nothing
always
new.
knew Lakers needed the big man five to keep the jokers of the world when we get to get to that.
Yeah, I mean,
But I just wanted to talk about
how
that real
you how,
quick.
how
We
you
could talk
feel
about
how you feel about the start of Austin Reeves the last few games before the game that
well,
he just
yeah,
had
that's why
there.
I said that was I mentioned that was his best game of the season. Now, come on, man, we already we should understand this couple of things. He's he's probably getting first, second, top defenders on him now rather than just whomever's keeping him. So he's getting the respect that he deserves because you can't just put whoever on him
Mm.
now. You getting top you getting the defense attention, the full attention. You being on coach's mind as far as the game plan and you in consideration of we got to stop Austin Reeves, we got to stop AD, we got LeBron James. Now you're in those type of conversations. So now
Hmm.
everybody's antennas and attention is more alert towards you. This ain't the USA World Games that you was playing. This is NBA top competition where guys already know. Respectfully, this white boy was getting a lot of shine last year out in LA. Let's put a kibosh on that.
Yeah.
basically, and show him what the top-notch defense is. And he got
Mm-hmm.
to learn how to adjust and adapt in his 82-game season. And, from everything that we believe the type of player he is as far as his work ethic, he's going to, find a way to, be effective out there.
Okay.
Now we dive into the football thing. Now, it's only right that we start the week 9 off properly. You see, I got the gear on. Thursday night football. Let's not forget about what took place Thursday night football to start off week 9. So, in case people need any reminders, let me bring it to your attention. Steeler Nation, appreciate everybody. We're 5-3 now, off the 2016 win over the Titans. Offensive coordinator Matt Canada on the sideline. Who cares? So what? It's a big hoopla, and people want to. I don't know why people believe in this. They want to credit that to the Steelers' success. No, that let me know Mike Tomlin had that conversation with him. You need to do something to adjust and adapt because you're coming from the booth to the sideline will get you closer to the exit door because some changes gotta have to be made. And Mike Tomlin, know he understands that you're gonna be tied. You don't want to tie yourself to this Matt Canada situation. Okay, that's your guy, that's your friend. You got love for him. You had a conversation with him. Something's going to have to give because something don't change. You're gonna be pretty much on your way out of here. And so I guess he's probably just Matt Canada just figuring out how can he just do whatever he can do to to make his job better. But Steelers putting up 20 points, still no 400-yard game, and forever in the whole Matt Canada's tenure with the Steelers. Is he suddenly an offensive guru and we putting up points like that? Because 20 points, like we didn't even get 21. What are we talking about here?
I mean, y'all left a lot.
Like, what are we talking about here?
Y'all left a lot of points on the field.
Yeah.
A lot of field goals.
Can we? I'll get to Kenny Pickett. Don't worry. I'm gonna get to Kenny Pickett. Don't you worry about it.
Pickens had one in the end zone. He couldn't keep his feet in bounds.
Oh, okay. Pickens. Yeah, you can talk about the receivers. Deontay Johnson. We understand that he messed up the touchdown before that, but he made up for it. But I already told you, it took him the longest. 22 games before he got one touchdown. So that I already know he don't get touchdowns like that. I already know that. But the main culprit, Kenny Pickett, is missing throws. He missed the touchdown to George Pickens earlier in the game. And so my whole thing, and then the throw, like he missing, like overthrowing him, or missing the relay. Coming back to a relay, things of that nature. So Kenny Pickett, like I said, the dynasty, the winning Super Bowls starts when Kenny Pickett is not the starting quarterback for the Steelers. That's when the dynasty starts again.
I see Najee Harris starting to play a little better because Warren is out there making plays.
Because Warren, he's lighting the fire. And he'll take that job real fast.
So Najee needs to really step it up out there. He's played better the last couple of games. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I know he's been a disappointment for me in fantasy, so he's on the bench right now. But look, he's been playing he's been playing better the last couple of games, but I like how Warren is. He's more explosive. He's still a bigger back, short and stout. Mm-hmm. So I like how Warren plays. That's a good move for y'all.
I love how you play.
Deontay Johnson, man, he's opening up the field for y'all. Just watch, man. I'm telling you. He's opening up the field for y'all.
I know he's a possession receiver, moving the chains and stuff like that. Okay. But he ain't no touchdown scorer, clearly. 1 in 22 games?
He gonna get y'all.
Come on now.
He was hurt for a while. Come on, he was hurt.
He wasn't hurt last year. There was no excuses. No excuses.
But your offense wasn't even clicking that much last year.
Yeah, we understand.
Different thing. They're doing a little more clicking right now the last couple of games. Give my man some time. You see?
Kenny Pickett, listen, I don't have the exact numbers on me because it's just it's disgusting to me because I already know with my eyes. I don't need the number to qualify it. He ain't throwing no touchdown passes. I can see it with my eyes. You got C.J. Strauss in 13 less games than him. Has more career touchdown passes throwing from the ball. The man is a rookie.
Oh, wait,
A
man.
rookie.
Oh,
13
wait.
less games. It's only been 8 games in the season. What are we talking about? And he got more touchdown passes than Kenny Pickett. And Kenny Pickett he missed no games last year. He played every single game last year that he played, going back and forth with Mitchell Trubisky until he got the starting job.
Stroud
They missed no
different.
games this year.
Stroud is different, man. You know, Kenny Pickett is no Stroud, man. Stroud is different.
I'm like, come on, man.
Bracket, man.
And it's the truth, because I know there's plenty of games, 0 touchdowns thrown. There's 0 touchdowns thrown. Plenty of games in his career of that. Everybody making a big deal. Pat Mahomes ain't scoring a touchdown last week. In what, about 2-3 years? Man, Kenny Pickett used to that. He used to go in the games without throwing touchdown passes.
Hell.
I don't even want to go to the stats because it don't even matter. I mean, like I said, putting up 20 points. Kenny Pickett, 19 for 30, 160 yards. Yeah, he gave us 1 touchdown. I appreciate that.
It's a defense and run game for y'all, man. You know how the Steelers is, man.
Yeah, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
Defense and running game. This is not Big Ben.
They franchise quarterback. You heard what I said? 19 for 30, what, 60?
I wouldn't say too much of a franchise quarterback, but he's your man's right now. He's your man's right now, you know. So you got to deal with what you got. Trust me.
Yeah, well, we 5-3, and we in the playoffs. I believe we about the 5th seed, just right out the top 4.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Your division is hard, man. Your division is tough. All y'all.
Everybody 5-3 except for the Ravens.
Everybody above 500, you know. So
yeah,
Ravens is 7-2 right now. Your division is tough. I thought this was gonna be the toughest division in the league this year. But it's gonna all trickle down at the end of the season. You know, all 4 of y'all not making it to the playoffs. Y'all might get 3 in there.
Yeah. That'd be crazy. I want to see a division have all 4. Even if it's not my division, I would want to think there was, like, you know, a chance for all 4 of the teams of your division possible to get it last year, but y'all then the Redskins messed that up. Well, the Commanders
messed it up. Yep.
But yeah, I would like to see that happen. Let's talk about this. What was it? Frankfurt, Germany game. Let's talk about that Frankfurt, Germany game. Chiefs 21-14 win over the Dolphins. Pat Mahomes, mediocre yards game, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns though.
First half.
6 carries, 24 rushing yards. Travis Kelce, 3 receptions, 14 yards. Come on, man. But they got the job done, so you can't complain. Tua Tagovailoa, he had a bad game considered to, you know, everything. I mean, I know he 193 yards, but 1 touchdown, and then Tyreek Hill didn't go off. He only had 8 receptions, 62 yards. But I believe, oh my goodness, I'm going blank. I think his name starts with an L. But the quarterback that was keeping him was hitting him with the quick jam and was just jamming him up at the line. I'm talking about Tyreek Hill. Yeah, he was making sure Tyreek Hill wasn't going off. The cornerback for Chiefs, I want to say is Logan, but the cornerback that was keeping Tyreek Hill, yeah, man, having Tyreek Hill in the chokehold, 8 receptions, 62 yards. Come on. So,
I think that was a big win for the
Chiefs. That was a big win for the Chiefs because I remember I mentioned that this was going to be big for home field advantage in the playoffs because these were the top 2 teams, you know, number 2 in the AFC, and now obviously Chiefs is 7-2, and then now Dolphins is 6-3. So obviously Chiefs.
It was a slow start for Miami. I still feel like this game should have been in the States and not overseas.
Yeah.
It would have been played way better than what it was. But Miami defense, man, with Ramsey and Howard back, it's about to get a little scary out there. They started off slow, gave up 21 in the first half. The second half, shut them out. If that offense would have started off pretty good, they would have probably won this game. They had control in the second half.
Yeah.
Tua, he started off rough. He played rough. And like I said, second half, he played a little better. What I think Miami have to do is they just got to make sure when they
Yes,
on the
sir.
road. When they on the
Well,
road, they got
appreciate it, man. Tapping in.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel much better. Yeah, you see I'm doing shows and stuff. I'm much better. I definitely got to check my man out. Definitely this week I'm pulling up on him. Yeah, I've been
What
supposed to
up,
check him out.
KMT? What up? What up? What
You
up?
want to get in this joint? You want to get him in this joint? He want to get it. He want to tap in.
Your man's in there, man.
Yeah, we get him in. Hold on, we get you in. You ain't got to send me the request. Oh man, he know better. So, come on, man. This ain't his first time. He already know he got tapped in with the request. He gonna talk about Adam like he sent me the request. Yeah, we get him. He already know we talk about the football games. So we already added. Let's talk about the Ravens. We don't gotta talk too much. Ravens 37-3 over the Seahawks.
Spanking.
7-2 record on the season, like we talk about. But their defense is come on, man. You got to add the video. I had you. I told you to get it in. But their defense is doing their thing. Now, their offensive parts still a lot to be desired. The signing of Gus Edwards was a good clutch move because that ball got 5 touchdowns in the last 2 weeks, 3 last week, 2 yesterday. Man,
and then
make me want to sign him.
You see the young boy Keaton Mitchell came in yesterday, put up over 100 yards. You know, they put up 37 points and Lamar didn't score at all.
Yeah.
Just think about that. Lamar didn't have a passing touchdown, rushing touchdown. They put up 37 yesterday.
Yeah, that's crazy. I forgot the backup quarterback came in there, Huntley and OBJ his first touchdown with the Ravens.
Yeah. Trust me, it's gonna be spooky in the coming weeks. I'm telling you, that division is gonna break down slowly but surely. It's gonna be hard. If the Ravens could pull off 3 more division wins, that thing might be over. It might be over for y'all over there in Pittsburgh. I don't see
we
think
even one of the 2 losses now.
Y'all
we think even one of the 2 losses now. Talk to me nicely. Talk to me nicely.
Y'all did. But I don't see y'all beating the Browns. I don't see y'all.
We beat the Browns earlier this year too.
I'm talking about later on in the year.
Yo, don't do that. We got some wins in the division too.
Y'all had some good wins in the division, man. But I just don't see. With Watson back healthy, with the Bengals winning 4 in a row, and the Ravens.
Oh man.
You still out there, you know what I mean?
We scored 20 points a game now. Not 21, but we get 20.
Y'all putting up something. Y'all defense is stout too. Y'all whole defense.
Man, definitely.
Y'all whole division. Y'all defense is stout. That whole division.
Yo, defense is crazy in the division, right?
Bruh.
We got the defense in the division. Only person that got the weakest division, the weakest defense, and it's because there's levels to this, is the Bengals. They got the best.
Their offense is clicking now.
Yeah.
Their offense is starting to click now. That's what y'all gotta worry about. Their offense is clicking now.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We definitely gonna talk about that. But the Ravens, I mean, I believe in the last 2, what was it, last 2 weeks, man, they were shutting these points, 9 points total for both of the opponents for the last 2 weeks. And they scored over 70.
I think this is the best their defense played since 2000, I believe, that 2000 year. And they won the Super Bowl. So
now, I ain't seen none of this when they played against my team, but I'm just saying they're looking good against everybody else.
Man.
Can I just be frank? Can I be frank about it? I ain't seen this when they played against my team now, but
Pittsburgh talk.
So January 7th, 2024. Yeah, Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm pulling up to the scene at the M&T Bank Stadium, and we're gonna have my yellow towel, and we're gonna see if they can get the job done against my Steelers, because we're gonna get the job done. We're gonna be there. Star Nation is gonna be in the building. January 7th. Yeah, January 7th, the last week of the season, last game of the season. 2024 start the year off like that.
I don't do cold games, but I might have to join you and go see Action Jackson.
Man.
I might have to join you and go see Action Jackson.
Yeah, that sounds real nice, man.
I know somebody that gets season tickets, so I might have to hit him up and see what's up, man.
You gotta go. You gotta go to Dab Dan and check in and get one of them good leathers. Bring it out.
I know my
bring it out the big furs.
I bring out the polo. Polo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, let's talk about what game that I wanted to go to next. Let me go to let's go to your game. No, but before we get to the score, who care about that? Who care about the score really? Yeah, I mean, I got to get your feelings. Raiders fired Josh McDaniels. This is a two-part thing. How do you feel as a Raiders firing Josh McDaniels in the GM? And now they got the interim head coach. You know him very, very well. Played linebacker for your team, Antonio Pierce. How do you feel about the Raiders firing Josh McDaniels? And tell the audience, can you let them know what type of man, what type of head coach the Raiders is getting? Because you know he cut from that Giants cloth. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna start off, get this out the way. I like that they fired Josh McDaniels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he was the right coach for them anyway.
Okay.
I think he's a strictly offensive coordinator.
Yeah. He definitely the offensive guru to the fullest. He
And
got the schemes and the plays and all that offensive
leave it
stuff.
at that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't go back to New England.
Yeah,
Work things out over there.
You know that's what's
But
happening. You know that's what's happening.
yeah. But as a head coach now and the GM, they wasn't making the right moves that they were supposed to over there. Losing games, the players wasn't involved. And now having somebody like Antonio Pierce there, somebody with a mentality like Tom Coughlin, because you know that Giants cloth. It's gonna be
Yeah.
very strict, but he's gonna have fun with it. He's gonna get the players in tune. He's gonna make sure the players is ready to go. As you seen yesterday, they came out with a lot of energy, different tune to their game. Josh Jacobs looking much better than what he did the last couple of weeks. A lot of good things is about to go happening. Their quarterback, Connell, he looked pretty decent.
Okay.
They gotta get a couple of things going on the offense, trying to get Adams involved more.
Because I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that
a
either.
performance like that and Adams ain't involved? The Raiders was up 24 at the half, and Adams was a non-factor.
So they got to get him more involved in the game.
Yeah.
But with the running game picking up, that's gonna help the young quarterback. Their defense is looking pretty good. I like Max. He's definitely a dog out there. They're gonna do.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna.
He's borderline dirty though.
Yeah.
He's definitely borderline dirty, but he know what he's doing out there.
We ain't gonna get into all that. We know how he is. No, we ain't gonna get into all that. But he plays hard, man. We know dogs can be dirty sometimes, man.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, he be doing a lot of extra out there.
Hey, man, that's what dogs do. Dogs gotta let you know sometimes.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? But that defense is looking good.
That's what it is. That's definitely what it is.
They stout over there. So that's a good pickup for them. I like Pierce. I thought he did a good job when he was over there in Arizona with Herm Edwards in the college ranking. So him over here now, I think he been deserved the chance to get a little coaching gig like this. So hopefully he could keep the job in the future. You know, they give him a nice contract moving forward, and then we see from there. But right now he had a good start.
Yeah, first win against his old team, 30-6. I know he got that game ball. They smoking cigars and having a good time. That locker room was hitting different yesterday than it did the past 2 years. The past 2 seasons with Josh McDaniels regime. Man, that locker room was a different locker room compared to what we saw the past 2 years. So, I think if he goes on that winning streak, I think he got no choice but to keep that job. Well, Davis give it to him.
Now the away locker room, that's a different story.
Let's talk to us now.
It's good. I'm gonna let everybody know.
Daniel Jones
out for the season.
Is the ACL? Did the MR confirm it?
He's out for the season.
Okay.
We already know Tyrod. He's on IR, so he's gonna be gone for a few weeks. We down to our third string, Tommy DeVito.
Crazy.
Tommy DeVito, undrafted free agent.
I'm like, who is this guy? I got his full name down here because I don't. You can't just put his last name or nothing because I'm like, who is this guy?
He was pretty decent in the preseason, but this not the preseason.
Yeah.
So we got to get him a couple of games, and it's not gonna be good for us this season. This season is watch for us. I think we should definitely go ahead and look forward to the draft. I like how we was at the USC Washington game, looking at Caleb Williams and looking at Michael Penix. I like one of them two to be our starter next year or to come in next year and battle for that spot. And we know coming off of a torn ACL is gonna be hard to do. And Daniel Jones, one of his best assets is running the ball, and that's gonna be hard to do coming off of that injury. So you're talking about quarterbacks that don't throw too many touchdown passes. The last 3 years, Daniel Jones played more games each year than he had touchdown passes. So I know you. I know you kind of rough over there with Kenny Pickett, but
Yeah.
look who I got. You know,
Yeah.
it's a huge
Uh,
difference. You know, so
yeah, okay, okay.
we
Well,
got it.
what you gonna do with Saquon Barkley? I mean, he only rushed for 16 carries, but 90 yards. So I mean, I'm glad it wasn't
It
like
should be
20 yards or nothing like
it should
that.
be a
I mean, 20
Saquon show.
carries or nothing.
It's his show the rest of the season. I don't expect too many wins,
Because I mean, you gonna get him beat up for no reason.
but hey, who else are we gonna give it to? The
But I'm just saying,
quarterback's
like
not
y'all
giving the
not
receivers
going
the
nowhere.
ball.
So y'all down your third
Yeah,
string quarterback.
Darren
Y'all got
Waller
this
not out
franchise,
there.
running back. Y'all just getting beat up for no
Hey
reason.
man, he said he don't want to go nowhere. This is
Then y'all not
hey,
even paying him long term on top of that.
we're gonna see what we pay him at the end
Oh,
of the
yeah,
season,
we'll talk about
if we
that.
pay him.
Well,
But
we'll
that could
talk
be
about
later
that.
on.
But you're gonna explain that this is
Yeah,
the reason why y'all can't give him his money because y'all using him, abusing him, and he the only thing y'all got, and his numbers ain't gonna be the same. And oh man,
it's
y'all just
all
gonna find out
bad.
the reasons.
Listen, man, to me, we should have been started this rebuild a few years ago.
Okay,
We should have let Jones go last year. We should have let Barkley go
exactly.
last year. Everything we should have just started fresh.
Hmm.
Even Dexter, we should have traded Dexter, got something back from him. I know he
Okay.
was a big piece for us, but we should have traded him and got something back. We are in a situation where we have to break things down and actually rebuild. And if we don't do that and continue to try to win games while we rebuild, it's not going to work out. We've been like this for years now. It can't keep on going on. So something has to change. We
Yeah.
can't keep on firing coaches, firing GMs.
Going through the
Yeah, we
cycle.
can't keep on doing that. Something got to change. We got to go through this down year because we've been having down years for the last few years and actually
Hmm.
rebuild the right way. And hopefully it starts this year.
Okay. Got 3 more games before we get out of here. We got to talk about the primetime game. The Eagles, 28-23 win over the Cowboys. The Eagles is 8-1. Cowboys 5-3. Cowboys had their chances. This was a good game. This game was close. Cowboys had chances in the end, but Eagles defense come through clutch. Dak doing Dak like things, just seem rattled, don't seem comfortable,
Uh,
seems just overthink. He don't seem like he
hold
got it
on, hold
going
on,
on
hold on.
with
I
when the
was,
pressure and everything is getting tightened.
I,
He don't seem calm, cool, and Tom. You know what I mean?
I want to say all that. He had over 307. He had over 370 some yards passing, and he had 3 touchdowns. Now the last drive, yeah, it
Oh,
was a little rocky, but he
yeah,
was balling out there. He definitely was.
yeah.
I got to give him his props. He definitely was balling out there in
Okay.
that Eagles game. No turnovers. That's a big
Yeah, yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. The
No
no
interceptions.
turnovers and stuff like that. But when
The
these
Eagles
games is
start.
tight, he ain't getting the job done.
The,
He don't.
the
And
thing is,
he don't be seeming. It's the clock management, the rushing to get into the line, to get in this team in order and all that stuff. He don't handle that smoothly like other
Cowboys
quarterbacks.
Cowboys didn't put the choke on the Eagles when they had the chance earlier in the game. They should have just kept on doing what they was doing earlier in the game, score some more points. They got to put up
Yeah,
points against the Eagles. You can't. 23 points not going to do it. It's not going to do it.
no, because they put up
And
the point, and then the push tush from out the
I'm
end zone.
tired
From
of
out
that.
the end zone, you could give him a safety, and Jalen Hurts and big old AJ Brown and who was it? The Dallas Goddard. All the big boys standing behind the big boy Jalen Hurts to push him and let him know, like, yo, y'all not pushing us back. We get 2-3 yards at a time with this.
I hate the tush push.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And you got
I
like
hate it.
the big offensive lineman. You got a big quarterback. You
You
got
got
2 big
you
guys
got
behind him
Kelsey in
pushing
the
him.
you got Kelsey in the middle.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Then you got Lane Johnson at the tackle
Yeah, they
spot.
just clearing stuff
They're just
out
clearing things
out front
out
for
the
him.
way. And then you got Jalen Hurts, who's probably one of the strongest quarterbacks in the
Yo,
league right
it's
now.
crazy.
That
They really be
that that.
getting, they be moving the
And
pounds.
last week they did the play last week with Washington where they didn't even
Yeah,
they did the
yeah, yeah,
fake.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And
Because they gonna be starting running plays out of that too.
it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's getting out of
but
control right
but
now.
not everybody can
Not,
do it. You can't
not
stop it.
everybody. That's just their
Yeah,
thing. That's their thing,
you
and
gotta
we
have that
gotta
right
give it to them on that.
personnel.
Yeah.
Your quarterback is not squatting 600 pounds. First of all, you don't have like like action figure like wide receiver
Mm-hmm.
that is basically another tight
Mm-hmm.
end with the tight end back there to push him in the back just in case he can't get it on his own. So it's then the up front. Everybody's offensive line is definitely not the same.
I told
We
you.
understand that.
I told you last week. This year right here is an all or nothing year for the Eagles with all the additions that they made. with the additions that
yeah,
they're
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lose.
yes, yes.
They're gonna lose a lot of additions at the end of the year.
Oh,
A
ain't
lot
no
of
question
players,
that they're
a
not
lot of
having
key
the same
players
team
is
next year.
gone. Yeah, so this is an all or nothing year for the Eagles right here. Starting off good,
Yeah.
8-1. I think they're gonna get the home field advantage. What they're gonna do in the playoff, we're gonna see. But it's all or nothing. They got a Super Bowl bust right here for these
I,
guys. So
I
we'll
think the
see.
only person that had a chance with them was the 49ers, but I see too many cracks in their armor to
They've been
know they
exposed a
they're
little
not
bit.
on the same level
Yeah,
with Eagles.
they've been exposed a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Teams found a way how to pressure Purdy and get in his head a
Yeah,
little bit. So they've been a little rocky, but we're gonna see playoffs is different. But the Eagles are just they. I can't wait to some of these guys is gone. I just tell you that because man, these boys here, man, we ain't even play them yet. We should just forfeit.
yeah.
I mean, we got
Oh yeah, yeah, ain't no
we got
question.
to. I
Yeah,
don't even want
yeah,
to watch
like.
football. I don't want to watch football on Christmas. But that's what we play on Christmas.
Oh, you're playing Christmas. Oh man, hey, they
messing
gonna
up,
roll you.
messing up
Oh
my
yeah, yeah,
Christmas,
they gonna
man.
roll your Christmas move.
Ruin my.
Your only hope is they so overwhelmed and distracted with the holiday thing. It's a personal thing. They
Yeah,
they
no.
they worry about the festive occasion and not locked in on the game and the
Yeah.
family. Your only hope is that they focus on that
Hope,
and not the actual game.
hope.
Because if they locked in, it's a wrap.
There's
If
no
they locked
hope.
in, it's a wrap.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
It's over. Just get on the 2 wins right now.
Yeah.
Get on the two
They
wins
said
right now, and let's call.
you might as well
Yeah,
say they ten
man.
and one. You might as well say
Yeah,
they 10-1.
yeah, they 10-1 right now.
And
We ain't even gonna count the two Giants games coming up, man.
Sunday Night Football. Bengals moved to 5 and
Mm,
3, 24-18 over the Bills.
mm,
Bills moved to 5 and 4. Joe Burrow, 31 for 44. He's
mm-hmm,
looking better. He's moving around in the pocket. That's what
mm-hmm.
I mean. He's looking better. He's moving around, getting the plays. I mean, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns, but he's moving. He's moving around in the pocket, extending the plays and getting the ball out there the way he need to do. Jamar Chase didn't appreciate his game so much for my likings. 4 receptions, 41
You got
yards. But T.
him in
Higgins had a
fantasy?
ball out game, eight receptions, 110 yards.
Yes.
Josh Allen, 26 for 38, 2 touchdowns, 26 for 38, 258 yards,
Mm-hmm,
1 touchdown, 1 interception.
mm-hmm.
Now, he cleaned it up a little bit because, sometimes when he give you turnovers, he got to give you the bottom multiples. He only gave you one this time. But this game was close. That one definitely hurt. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I just don't be sold on Josh Allen. Now, he had 44 rushing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, and that was to lead the team. That's no good. You can't win like that long term. Where's the running game?
They don't
Where's
have
the
it.
running game?
They don't have it.
Stephon Diggs, 6 receptions, 86 yards, 1 touchdown.
A move that I thought they was gonna make before the deadline was trying to come after Saquon and pick him up because they needed that running game. That's the type of running game that they need to complement their offense. Um, they got a tough schedule coming ahead of them with the Buffalo Bills. It could get
Mm-hmm.
pretty rocky for them.
Yeah,
The next few
man.
games
They
after
they looking to
the
be what was it, the 7th seed.
yeah
They sliding down to that
after
that
the
that low
Broncos,
seed.
they got the Jets, who the Jets beat them earlier in the year. They
Yeah.
got the Eagles. They got a bye week. Then come off the bye week, they got Kansas City, and then they got Dallas. That's a tough 4 game stretch after Denver. So it's getting pretty close to crunch time over there in Buffalo. They're gonna have to pull out at least 2 of them games, which is gonna be pretty tough, especially against Kansas City, who's leading the conference right now. They're gonna have to try to bounce back to that. They already lost home field advantage to Cincinnati. We know that after the last night's game. Cincinnati
Mm-hmm.
looking way better, 4 game winning streak. Joe
Yeah.
Burrow coming back. He would start
Mm-hmm.
off a little slow because of that injury in training camp, but
Yeah.
you see he's
But
healthy now, and you
that's
know
what he
when he's
says. He's
healthy.
looking good. He's looking like
You
it.
know when he's healthy, them boys ball out. Jamar Chase, he's been on and off this year. Hopefully he get more
Yeah.
consistent down the stretch. I mean, you don't want him to get more consistent
No,
down the
no, not
stretch,
for me. But yeah,
but
yeah, I know.
hopefully he does for my liking because he's on my fantasy team.
Yeah.
Um, but I need him. T. Higgins looking good like he usually do, and Joe Mixon is running the ball like he's supposed to because Joe
Yeah.
Mixon started off rough as well. So they're getting everything clicking on that offense side. The defense just got to pick it up a little bit. As long as their defense can make sure they don't lose the games, their offense gonna make sure they win the games for them. That division is tough, like we discussed earlier. But for Buffalo, it's gonna get tough. It's gonna get tough. They probably will end up.
The 7th seed. I see them being the 7th seed.
Yeah, because Miami's gonna win that division.
Yeah.
And who knows
Steelers,
who knows how
we're
the
gonna get
Jets
the
go?
5 or 6 seed, but we're looking like we're gonna be
Jets
five seeding it
Jets
up,
is right behind them.
and then you got the with the Browns or the Bengals being the something. Yeah, man.
Jets is
I know Steelers is gonna be there, but another team in the division is gonna be there too.
Jets is right behind them. Let's not forget that the Jets is right
Man,
there.
Jets
They
ain't.
on their tail.
Aaron Rodgers talking about he walking to the arena with no crutches. I don't care about none of that. Yo, and
Hey
everybody,
man,
people that tore their Achilles, they're saying there's no way that he should have been walking around without no crutches. Or that how he walked in the boot too soon. He was supposed to be resting up because he got to have his foot elevated because he's not letting the Achilles properly heal, and he going he's liable to mess it up again because it's not properly healing because he's getting back on it so
right
fast.
now, Buffalo's number 3 in their division, and that's because of the schedule, the record. They 5-4, Jets is 4-3. They in trouble. Buffalo's in trouble right now.
Yeah, man. I
Miami's
told you that they're looking real 7-seeders.
7 seed, maybe not even in the playoffs. Maybe not even in the mix.
Yeah,
They're
because
gonna be fighting. Like we said with y'all division, y'all
yeah,
might
that's what
have
I'm
3 come out of there.
We
Y'all
got
might
3
have
coming
3
out of
coming out.
there.
It might look ugly for them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna see how that goes later on down the line with the AFC.
We got to talk about Monday Night Football. Chargers at Jets. Who you got? It's at New Jersey. Excuse me. It's in New Jersey.
East
So
Rutherford.
the home field advantage. I think the Jets pull this off. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm never sold on Justin Herbert and everything. I'm just not. And maybe it's the coach. Maybe it's the head coach. I don't know. But that situation ain't genuinely what it seems. It's not. They don't be in the playoffs every year. He only made the playoffs once last year. And we saw how Trevor Lawrence walked him down from that big 28-point deficit, and I see them get got too many times throughout Justin Herbert's career. So I think
It's
this
a
is a
lot
game.
of it's a lot of coaching decisions that goes on with the Chargers over there. I
Yeah,
don't really like the coach. I don't think he make good decisions out there. I think Justin Herbert is a hell of a quarterback. With the receivers, you gotta remember they liable to get hurt. Mike Williams is done for the year. I'm surprised Keenan Allen ain't have no major.
I'm surprised he didn't get hurt, but he.
So you gotta remember they gotta get more pieces around Justin. Austin Eckler just coming back too. So let things get to running. But I think they just pull this one out too. They got a lot of mojo going on right now over there in Gotham with the Jets. And if everything do look forward to them, look up, Aaron Rodgers will be back by the end of the year, by the playoff stretch. I believe he will. And this just can make some noise. Their defense is, we already know how that is.
Yeah.
One of the tops in the league. As long as Zach Wilson just be a game manager, don't mess nothing up. That might be a little spooky as well. So I got the Jets winning this
Like I
game
was saying, as long as he continue to making smart plays out there, doing what he needs to do, keep it clean.
Run the ball more.
I think they win. Give the ball to Breece Hall, let him get that touchdown.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
I think the Jets pull this game off.
Let me get you out of here on this because I didn't get a chance to ask you. 2-part question. How do you feel about the NBA in-season tournament that they got they playing games on Tuesdays and Fridays with new courts and jerseys to add up to the tournament that's going to be played the championship game in December. How do you feel about that in-season tournament? And then how do you feel about the start to the NBA season? I know it's just early yet, but just how do you just feel about the start of the season? Obviously, that I love basketball so much. I'm excited about that. As far as the in-season tournament, it really is obviously new. I personally, it ain't no big deal to players. I guess it's something that's going to have to grow on them. But personally, it's not a big deal to the players. So it can't be a big deal to me because everything about them screams that they don't care. So I mean, why should I? You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if they don't care. They just still uncertain about it. I think once it start getting to like the actual last remaining teams and the championship games
Yeah.
start coming up, when the last four teams get in Vegas and they see how it is, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I actually like it. More
Okay.
competitiveness to the game because in the beginning of the season it's dry. It don't really
Hmm.
pick up until after Christmas. So I think this is pretty good for them. Get their juices flowing, get them something to play for. The first ever in season
Yeah.
tournament. Somebody gonna want that crown. I think my Knicks is already eliminated. We lost to the Bucks the first
Yeah,
first
yeah, yeah,
game,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah, yeah, yeah.
one and done. I
Right.
think it's over. I
Yeah.
think we're already eliminated. But
But are you of the mindset? I just gotta ask because I'm on the mindset that this I'm not of the mindset of this, but I'm asking you, are you of the mindset of this of a team winning that in season tournament, not winning the NBA finals, but feeling like you know we want something too. Like, are we're on the same level as the NBA finals champion? Because
I think
everybody that everybody that didn't win anything, and definitely the NBA Finals champions. Everybody else, the other person that other than who won that little NBA tournament, in season tournament, nobody in their mind going to think that that has the same equivalent status of the NBA Finals championship rings.
no. It's a
Yeah,
single elimination.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
you know what I mean. It's single. It's like an
yeah,
NCAA tournament. Anything can happen.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
It depends on how the team plays.
Yeah.
Each
Okay,
game.
I
So,
just was wanting to know
but
what
it gives you
mindset that would
it
you
gives
looking.
you it gives the team motivation to feel like they could do better, or they could, like a team like a mid tier team, um, say like a Memphis or
Yeah,
mid tier team, like something like that. Like they win the championship, they get them motivation. Like, okay, we could go in the playoffs and probably make some noise.
or like we're
Things like
going in the
that.
right direction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're moving the right way. But other than that, uh, hmm, it's all
Okay.
right. We're gonna see how it works out. It's the
Okay, man.
first year, like I said. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
give it a
definitely
chance.
we here. We definitely gonna tap in. Man, I definitely can't thank you enough for this, man. I appreciate you doing this. We're gonna get you out of here, man. Like thanks again. Tap back in with you next Monday.
You already know.
Plethora of things that we're gonna be transpiring between now and then. Can't wait to address everything with you.
Sir.
Football, basketball, whatever trending things going on. I don't know. Maybe y'all New York Yankees that sign some pitching, some pitching because y'all need help with the
Look, man,
bullpen.
we
Yeah,
ain't gonna go.
yeah, yeah.
We're gonna we're gonna
But
leave,
I
we'll
digress. But I
leave
digress.
New York sports out of this for a
Yeah,
little
yeah,
bit, man. I think they need a break,
yeah.
man.
Hey, man, y'all got it bad right now, man. Y'all gotta have a
Yeah,
bounce back
man. I think they
somehow,
need a
man.
break. Look,
Yeah,
man, Jessica had to have a little. Jessica be our little motivation in New York. I don't even like the
yeah.
Jets, but somebody gotta do something. Somebody gotta do
Yo,
something.
we about to tap in with the Jets game and the Chargers.
Yes,
And
sir.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for my Lakers playing the Heat. I think that just got started too, so I got to
I'm gonna
tap in
check
with
in on
that.
that game too as
Yeah,
well.
man, I appreciate you doing
No
this. We're
doubt.
gonna let it cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. Hey, catch Mondays with Q every Monday from here on out. Man, appreciate you doing this, man.
You
We
already
out.
know. Be easy.
Yeah, you too.